Sip Meera, Sip Samatma, Sip Pankaj, Sip Sudeep, Sip Raju, Sip Vinita, Sip Girish, Sip Tina, Sip Karan, Sip Prabha, Sip Sagai, Sip the rest of you whom I cannot see. Many people are joining the call, but are we early today, or are people taking a spirituality break? Administrator, let us not waste time. Every minute is valuable. The subject of today, very few people are seeking enlightenment and the spiritual path. It's a very, very true statement. Why very few people in this world? Why very few people in this world are seeking enlightenment and the spiritual path? It's not a path everybody can seek, and it's a peak that not everybody will seek. So with that note, let me start today. Today's Friday, so it's my time to start. And when it's my time to start, I have to place in front of you certain facts about life. And these facts about life are what will ultimately transform your life. And that is my goal. My goal is to help you reach yours. So the subject, as I said, why are very few people seeking enlightenment and the spiritual path? So today we will analyze. The first reason why people are not seeking enlightenment, or few people are seeking enlightenment, is because it is ignorance. Ignorance stops us. Ignorance stops us from going on a quest. Ignorance stops us from realizing the truth. There's a better way to live. No, we human beings, we do not seek the purpose of life. We just live and we die. Then we are reborn, and this goes on, and we don't realize it. One day somebody went to the Buddha and he asked Buddha, "Oh Buddha, my dear enlightened one, why are such few people seeking enlightenment?" And Buddha laughed. And Buddha said, "Okay, let's do a small test." He told, it was one of his disciples. So he told the disciples, "Today we are going to have a picnic." So all the disciples will go for a picnic. So he sent all the disciples out, go to the market, go to the village, and meet every house and tell them, today you are going to give them a gift. You're going to pray for them, and you're going to achieve whatever they say, you will get for them in their prayer. So he went, each of them, there were about 100 of them, and they went to several villages around where Buddha was. And they asked, "Today we are going to pray for you, and today we will make your dream come true. Tell us, what is your dream?" So one man said, "I want to make a big business." So they said, okay, they made note of it. Another man said, "I want my daughter to get married." They made note of it. Another man said, "My wife has got cancer. I want her cancer to be." They made note of it. Another one said, "My son and daughter-in-law, from 4 years, they're not getting a child." Made note of it. One man said, "My business, I want success in my business." They made note of it. They all 100 monks went, and they went to many, many houses, and they all came back. In the evening, in the satsang, Buddha asked them, "Okay, what all did people want you to pray for?" And people gave list. "I want to get married to this girl. I want to get a child. I want money. I want this. I want that." Buddha asked them at the end of the discussion, how many people wanted enlightenment? How many people wanted enlightenment? Not a single person. Not a single person told the 100 monks, "I want enlightenment." My dear friends, people are ignorant. As long as we are ignorant, we cannot get enlightenment, because we don't know. We don't know what enlightenment tastes like. Huh? Last time I told you, would you like to eat apple or mango? Huh? Or mujumbuka? Mujumbuka. You want apple, mango, or mujumbuka? And you said, "What I want?" You either chose apple or mango. Nobody chose mujumbuka. Why you didn't choose mujumbuka? Because you don't know the taste of mujumbuka. You never tasted mujumbuka. But I have tasted mujumbuka. Mujumbuka is the most beautiful thing. My dear friends, ignorance. Girish, you know in ignorance what I tell people? I tell, अविद्या में हम सब डूबे, सच का ना पता, जीवन यूं ही बीत जाए, मकसद ना पाया, खुशियों के पीछे भागते, सुख ना मिला, जो हमको पाना था वो ना पाया, सच का एहसास है होना, अविद्या को दूर है करना, जग से मुक्ति है पाना, प्रभु का पाना, अविद्या को दूर करना, सच का एहसास होना, जग से मुक्त है होना, प्रभु से एक है होना. Do we know that the purpose of life is this? We are ignorant. Of course, the purpose of life is happiness, but how to achieve that happiness, my dear friends? The second reason why people don't want enlightenment is because of the myth that we have grown up with. We believe in the lies. We believe in the lies that we have been taught, we have been indoctrinated. Our parents, our teachers, our grandmother, grandfather, they keep on teaching us all lies. They teach us that God lives in the skies. It's not purposely they are teaching lies. They also were taught lies. By the great grandfathers, they were taught. So because of the myth, we don't realize the truth. We get imprisoned in the myth. My dear friends, tell me, till you came to this Zoom call, what did you think? Where was God? Whenever you tell God, you look up at the sky. Prabhu, oh Prabhu, oh Prabhu. Huh? Now you have come to this call, and what do you say? Now you don't say that. How many of you heard this song? We say, Prabhu पास है, कण कण में है, प्रभु है शक्ति, परम शक्ति वो है. You say that no or no? जब से हम छोटे से बच्चे थे, तब से ये झूठ सीखा हमने, प्रभु कहीं दूर आसमां में. प्रभु, God is that old man with a long beard living up in the clouds. प्रभु तो रहते कई स्वर्ग में, सच में तो प्रभु है एक शक्ति, आत्मा तो प्रभु की शक्ति है, आत्मा तो सच में परमात्मा है, हम है आत्मा परमात्मा है, हर इंसान में भगवान है. Today the people in this call, they know what they know. God is sip. Everybody says sip, sip, sip. New people come in this call, they wonder what is sip, what is a sip. One day I told one person sip, and he asked me what is sip. Normally I have a habit, if I tell sip, I also send a video explaining sip. Supreme immortal power. You are that power. Unfortunately, people can't understand this. So the third reason why people don't pursue enlightenment is because of religion. We are caught in our religion. We remain in the kindergarten of religion throughout our life. 60 years, 70 years, 80 years, old man, still believing. Still believing. How to hold the Rudraksh, what time is Rahu Kalam, all the rituals, all the garbage is in the head till they are dead. We don't move from the kindergarten of religion to the university of spirituality. We don't love God. We fear God. We fear God. And because we fear God, we have to go and give confessions. No, God is inside you. You don't have to give an external confession. God is God is listening to every heartbeat of yours. But we are paralyzed because of the fairy tales. The fourth reason, my dear friends, why many people are not seeking enlightenment, because of pleasures of the material world. Because of this, the pleasure of this material world, we are caged by our senses. We sink in this material world, this illusory world. We don't evolve from the peak of achievement to the peak of enlightenment. We don't realize there is bliss in spirituality. Did Samatma tell you all the story that is? Samatma told me a story. Did she tell you all? Samatma story of tomatoes? Huh? Vinita, you know the Samatma story? Yogini, you know Samatma story about tomatoes? That day Samatma told me Samatma was going to buy tomatoes. And Samatma bought 100 rupees. Samatma bought tomatoes. She got 4 kilos. Then she bought 4 kilos. Every day she was getting 100 rupees, 4 kilos, 100 rupees, 4 kilos. Then Eru met her. Eru told her, you know, I don't buy 100 rupees, 4 kilos. Samatma told, what? Then how much you buy? She said, I buy 100 rupees, 8 kilos. 8 kilos. How can you get 100 rupees? So Eru made her sit in her motorcycle and they went to the wholesaler. And in the wholesaler instead of giving 100 rupees, 4 kilos, they gave 100 rupees, 8 kilos. Then Samatma is very happy. Now instead of 100 rupees, 4 kilos, I'm getting 100 rupees, 8 kilos. Then one day Yogini met them. And Yogini said, what you people are buying 100 rupees, 8 kilos? Yogini said, sit in my truck. She made them sit in the truck and she took them to the farmer. And the farmer, for 100 rupees, they got 16 kilos. Now Yogini took them to the farmer and she bought for 100 rupees, 16 kilos. What I'm trying to tell you is we human beings, we are happy with little happiness because we didn't get a master to take us to wholesale happiness. In wholesale happiness, you get more. And then we didn't take a spiritual person to take us to the ultimate bliss of happiness. If you get a guru, if you have a spiritual master, you can get 16 kg of bliss. You don't have to have 4 kg of happiness. Bliss, you understand bliss? 16 kilos of bliss. My dear friends, the next reason why people are not following enlightenment is they are attached to people. We are stuck. We are unable to leave people who are not on the spiritual path. Being attached to such people, we don't realize. We come alone, we go alone. Suppose today my mother and father are not believing in spirituality, but I keep on sticking to my mother and father's belief. Then what happens? I can respect my mother and father. But if I stop believing in spirituality because my mother and father don't believe in spirituality, then what happens? It's a very dangerous thing. Very dangerous thing. Therefore, like last time I told you, there must be attachment only to the divine. है ये आस्था मुकम्मल तुम ही हो, जीवन में मेरे और कुछ नहीं हो, कन कन मेरा तुम बस तुम ही हो, और कुछ भी आए जगह नहीं हो. Tulsidas was like that. You know the story of Tulsidas? Tulsidas was like that, but his love was for Ratnavali. This love was for Ratnavali. So his heart and soul was full of love for his wife, Ratnavali. One day it was raining very heavily. Ratnavali was sleeping. He came to her to the room and he caught the rope and went up and jumped in the balcony. When she woke up, she said, how you came? He said, you only kept the rope. She said, I didn't keep a rope. They went and saw it was not a rope. It was a thick snake. He jumped on the snake and he pulled the snake and he went up. Ratnavali told the Tulsidas, I'm ashamed of you. I am ashamed of you. You love me so much. If only you had loved Sip. If only you had loved Sip, what would have happened? They said that is what Tulsidas in shame. He renounced the world and he chose the path of enlightenment. He chose the path of enlightenment. How many people have the courage to be like Tulsidas? To leave the material world, to let go of faltu things. We are so many faltu things we are. We don't realize that the clock of the ghadi of time, tick, tick, tick. Ashok Nichani's favorite song. Is Ashok Nichani on the call today? Ashok Nichani's favorite song, he says, Ghadi tick, tick, sunati hai. Ghadi tick, tick, sunati hai. Tu sota hai, wo jagati hai. Ghadi tick, tick. Ashok used to hear the song 25 years back. Ashok? Ghadi tick, tick. So what it says, the clock is ticking. Don't wait. My dear friends, these relationships in this world are illusory. What is the real relationship? With the Ruh, with the Atma, with the divine. Our relationship, the pure relationship is only one. And as long as we are in these fake relationships, we will not You know, in the fake relationship, you know what we say? And what we say when we are in fake relationships? We say, बीवी मेरी, हाँ? बीवी मेरी, माँ बाप ये जो मेरे, और बच्चे ये सब तो मेरे हैं, घर ये मेरा और गाड़ी ये मेरी, और ये पैसा तो सब कुछ मेरे हैं, मेरा क्या कुछ भी नहीं है, सब कुछ छोड़ के ही जाना है, सच में जीवन ये सफर है, कुछ भी अपना तो नहीं है, मिथ्य है सब सच नहीं है, मिथ्य है सब सच नहीं है. Is it true or not what I'm saying? Is it a lie what I'm saying? मिथ्य क्या और सत्य है क्या, माया में क्यों है फंसा रे, दिखता जो है सच नहीं है, सच का एहसास करना है, प्रभु को हमें पाना है, संसार से मुक्त होना है. We are lost in this samsara. We are lost. What is the reality? The reality, this world is a show. We are actors. We come and we go. Nothing is ours. Nothing, my dear friend. Nothing is ours. Am I telling lies? Am I telling you lies? One pin also you cannot take. One pin. If I tell Pankaj, I'm giving one pin, Pankaj. Please, Pankaj, you keep with you. Then when you and me die, when we meet on the other side, you bring one pin and give me. This is a very valuable pin. Can you do, Pankaj, for me? After we die, can you bring the pin and give me that side? Why are we being such fools? Why don't we realize? Because point number 6, we are caught in the race to be an ace. We are caught in this chase. We are taught success is happiness. It's a lie. Our new book is coming out, I told you, in a few days. It is called Happiness is Success. It's a new book published by Rupa. It will be out in the market. I don't have the book copies. It's Rupa will be publishing the book. But we did a TED talk. Success is not happiness. Happiness is success. My dear friends, you all want to be happy. I also want to be happy. The difference is I choose the peak of enlightenment. I am in a state of ananda. I am in a state of nirvana. I want to help you to reach that state. Don't chase success and achievement. You will get nowhere. We are looking for God because we don't know that God is in the temple of our heart. What have we been taught? We have been taught names: Krishna, Jesus, Shiva, Ganapati, Lakshmi. We have been taught Deepavali days. If you want Ashok Nichani, on Deepavali day, it is Lakshmi Puja. Jai Lakshmi Ramara, oh Jai Lakshmi Ramara, पूजा मैं करता पैसा दो, अशोक पूजा मैं करता सोना दो, पूजा मैं करता हीरे दो. This is the puja we do. And Lakshmi will come and Lakshmi will give you diamonds and gold. We are blind. We pray, we don't know what we say when we pray. I tell people, if you pray, you don't know to whom you pray, what you say, you bray. Bray means you are like a donkey. Imagine you tell God is in front of you. Yes, Sudeep, what you want? God says, what, Sudeep, what you want? God says, what is what will God understand? You say, we are like this. God is inside. We are searching outside. So Sudeep, on Monday, what I told you last time? Aankhein khol, क्यों तू अंधा है, सच क्या है, क्या ना दिखता है, विवेक से है जीना, आंखें खोलनी है, आंखें जो बंद करता वो तो गिरता है, मन के अंधे ना है बनना, विवेक से हमें है जीना, आंखें खोल, ओपन योर आईज, क्यों तू अंधा है, सच क्या है, can't you see? kya na dikhta hai. My dear friends, we have to open our eyes. What we do, we follow the herd. Why we follow the herd? Why do more people eat in McDonald's? More people eat in McDonald's because more people eat in McDonald's. If you go to a restaurant, if there are 100 people and there's no table, and another restaurant opposite, there's not a single person in the restaurant, where will you go? You will not dare go in the restaurant where nobody is there. You will dare not enter. Like, khali pada hai yaar, koi bhi nahi, nahi, no. Some problem must be there. 100 people are in McDonald's. Come on, stand in the queue. 1 hour you wait in the queue to buy burger. Yeah, because everybody is eating burger, I will also eat burger. We are just following the herd. Spirituality is that 1% who does not follow the herd. Spirituality is that group that does not follow the majority. My dear friends, we don't realize there is a way to be liberated from all suffering on earth. Imagine we have reached a point where there is no suffering, no pain of the body, no misery of the mind, no agony of the ego. Is it not beautiful? Is it not really beautiful to live a life of ananda, of tranquility, tranquil? How do you do it? You go on a quest, you realize the truth. We do not realize that the ultimate goal is to be one with the divine. You know, we human beings are very funny. We are born. One child was asking me a question, The child asked me, why we are born? I said, you are born because of karma. Okay, then what happened? Then I said, then like you go to school, you learn. Then what happens? I said, after you learn, you become a big man like me, then you earn. Then what happens? I said, then after you earn, you'll become old like Dadaji, old your grandfather. Then what happens? Then you'll die. He said, why I should do all these things? Why I should just learn and earn and become old and die? For what is it? Small child asked me, what is the purpose of life? A small child who was not contaminated in the head. Small child. Yes, what is the purpose? Why should I learn and earn and grow old and die? Why? Unfortunately, we do not realize, my dear friends. You know, it's a very good story. One man was very poor. So he came to the Swami and he told the Swami, yes, tell me. He said, Swami, you are so happy, Swami. I also want to be happy. So yes, what should I do for you? Swami, I am cutting wood from morning to night. I'm cutting wood. Give me a secret where I will become happy, Swami. The Swami told him, you're a fool. You're cutting wood from morning to night. If you go just 10 kilometers further every day in your cycle, there is sandalwood trees. If you cut the sandalwood trees, you will get a lot more money. So the man was very happy. He started going 10 kilometers and he got sandalwood trees. So he became rich. Then he came to the Swami. He told Swami, thank you so much, Swami. He said, I want to be grateful to you. What can I give you? Swami said, I don't want anything. They told Swami, tell me, I want to be more rich. Swami told, no, I cannot tell you. No, please you tell me. Swami told him, you are spending time full day cutting sandalwood trees. If you go behind just few more kilometers forward, there is the mines, gold mines. You can get gold. So he went there and started getting gold. Then after a few years, he met the Swami. Swami told him, now you are very happy. He started listing, Swami, I got a lot of money, but my son has this problem, my daughter has this problem, my daughter-in-law has this problem, my grandchildren have this problem. He looked at the Swami and he asked the Swami, how come you are smiling, Swami? You are so happy. You don't have gold and diamonds. How come you are so happy? You know what the Swami told him? Because I went more far. I went more further than the gold mines. Oh, Swami, why you cheated me, Swami? You didn't tell me what is beyond the gold mines. You have become happy by going to the gold mines. The Swami told him, I went beyond the gold mines. I went to the mine of enlightenment. I went to the mine of enlightenment. And I am the happiest man in the world. Swami told him, I am very happy. I don't need sandalwood. I don't need gold. I don't need all these things. How many people realize that enlightenment is the highest level of happiness? What some of us think, oh, with enlightenment, we have to become a Swami, we have to renounce no eating, no drinking, tapasya, sit in the center of the fire, the Agni, burn the body, put the ashes on your head, be like a mad fellow. Huh? Some people, who came and asked me a few days back, do I have to become a Aghora sadhu? We people are crazy. We are mad. Do I have to do puja with the dead bodies? We are crazy. We do not know the meaning of enlightenment. Those who seek enlightenment, those who go on the path, they will find it. My dear friends, some people don't attain enlightenment because of bad karma. They are chained with bad karma. You give them even diamonds, they will not value it. It will go down the drain because their karma is bad. But remember, if you use your intellect, you can change your bad karma into good karma by making the right choice, by discrimination. Sometimes with bad karma, you are unlucky. You can't get enlightened. But if you use twin karma, if you use your intelligence and make a right choice, then you will attain those spiritual diamonds. You will attain everything in this life. You know what I did when I was on the quest? You know what I did? Those of you who know me, you all know it. But when I was in the quest, I used to sing a song. O Prabhu, मैं क्या करूं, तुझ बिन क्या करना, मोक्ष मुझको पाना है पर कैसे पाऊंगा, योग में रहना चाहूं पर मन ये भटकता, इंद्रियों में मैं फंसा, आके तू बचा, जो विवेक दिया मुझको उसको तू जगा, वैराग्य में मैं जीऊं कर तू कृपा, मुमुक्षु मैं हूँ प्रभु तुझ बिन चाहूं कुछ ना, तन मन इच्छाओं से मुझको मुक्त तू करा, मैं तो ये तन मन ना हूं ना मैं अहंकार, सच में तो मैं जानू मैं आत्मा और कुछ ना, एहसास हुआ फिर भी फंसा. This is the problem for many of us. एहसास हुआ फिर भी फंसा. You know you are not you. You know you are not you. You are that. You are SIP. But you are caught in that me, M-E, that makes you you. And your life escapes you. And before you know it, you lose the war. You win the battle, but you lose the war. You win the battle of enlightenment, but you lose the war of liberation. My dear friends, if you're one of those few people, many of you are lucky, you come on this call. I think you're blessed. Like how you make me feel blessed. I'm grateful to all of you. Because of you, I am on this call every day. That's why every day I fold my hands to you. Every day I fold my hands in gratitude. You are one of those lucky people who are seeking enlightenment. You are jigyasu, you are seeker, you are blessed. Don't leave the path. Don't leave this path, because if you leave this path, it's the biggest mistake of your life. If tomorrow I'm dead and gone, still don't leave this path, because you've got the biggest blessing. This is the biggest gift of life. Don't lose it. Don't think few people are seeking enlightenment, I better leave it. AiR is gone. See, AiR was doing Zoom call every day. AiR went from Zoom to tomb. AiR went from his Zoom to tomb. So no. That doesn't mean the way to achieve life's goal, only way to eternal happiness, to divine love. We don't know the meaning of love. We think love is a kiss. True love is bliss. We don't know the meaning of love, my dear friends. Love is ishq hakiki. Ishq hakiki, the Sufis used to call it. It is that divine love. When you, what do you tell the divine? In divine love, you tell the divine, "Tu meri zindagi hai, tu meri har khushi hai, तुझ बिन मैं कुछ भी नहीं हूँ, सब कुछ तो ही है. Are we able to tell our divine this? छोड़ के दुनिया तुझको, छोड़ के दुनिया तुझको अपना बना लो, एक तू ही चाहूं और कुछ भी ना चाहूं. तू ही मेरी पहली ख्वाहिश, तू ही मेरी पहली ख्वाहिश, तू ही आखिरी है तू. Are we able to experience this divine love, everlasting peace? We are lost, my friend, my dear friends. 80% people are lost in achievement, 20% are caught in fulfillment. Small fraction, small 0.00% are seeking enlightenment. You are one of them. The biggest gift of life, the spiritual path that leads to enlightenment, that gives us purpose, that liberates from suffering, that unites us with SIP, that gives us eternal happiness, that gives us divine love. There is only one path. Can I give you $100 million? You give me what I'm saying. I'll give you $100 million. You give me purpose, give me enlightenment, give me peace, give me bliss, give me happiness, give me love, give me God. I'll give you all my wealth. I'll sign my check tomorrow and give it to you. Come on, give me. Is there a way? We do not realize it. So my friends, my clock is telling me my time is over. Let us summarize in 2 minutes. Why are very few people seeking enlightenment? Very few people. 1, because of ignorance. 2, because of myths we have grown up with. 3, because of religion. 4, because of pleasures. 5, because of attachment with people. 6, because we are caught in a chase to try to be an ace. 7, do not realize God is within. 8, we follow the herd. 9, we do not realize this is the way to liberation from suffering. 10, we do not know this is the ultimate goal of life. 11, not everybody is blessed to be enlightened. That's why few people are on the path. 12, because of bad karma of the past. We are not, and very few people are on this path. 13, I can give you a big list. But to conclude, the right way to live life is to go on a spiritual quest to be enlightened. Otherwise, we will die and we will be reborn, and this will go on and on and on. It's up to us. You want to become one with the Supreme, or you want to die and return to earth in a rebirth. This is the saddest moment for an enlightened person or a seeking person seeking enlightenment, not to be liberated and united with God. So my dear friends, we'll go on to question answers. Next week, I'm starting a new book. The book is called Shivoham for Shivaratri, but I'm going to tell you the book is nothing about Shiva. So those of you who say, I don't care about Shivoham. Shivoham has nothing to do with Shiva. It is the secret of how God lives in your heart. God is not Shiva. So next week we will talk about this. The new book is called Shivoham. Shivoham, 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 Shivoham. But next week, Administrator, can we get into the question answer session? Yes, Sagai, please speak, Sagai.
What are the obstacles in this material world to get enlightenment, Guruji?
What are the obstacles you must pass in the material world?
Yes.
You must, it is one obstacle. It is called enlightenment. The only obstacle is because there is no enlightenment, because we don't realize that nothing is mine. We don't realize nobody is mine. We don't realize that this world is a show, we come and go. We are thinking this world is real. My wife, my children, my house, my money, my job, nothing is mine. So this is the obstacle. The obstacle, if you're asking in one word for you to understand better, it is ignorance. If you overcome the obstacle of ignorance, you will get enlightenment. If you get enlightenment, then you pass. Okay. Next question, please. Who is asking us the next question?
Echo, stop. Echo, stop.
Yes.
I want to ask.
Yes, Rekha.
As you said that by eating food, there will not be any karma. But this is also true that my mother is not my mother. So when we realize that our parents are not our parents, then how it cannot be a karma?
No, Rekha. Today, sometimes you're in a mood of asking questions which are not relevant. Today, you're like in that mood. Sometimes you ask very relevant questions.
But you
The
said
question
that
is-
every action
no.
is karma, no?
No, your question is, sorry, but the question is not relevant to the group. So I'm passing the question. Rekha Parvani. The question must be relevant because otherwise it's wasting the group's time. Rekha Parvani.
शुभम है
Shivoham.
इट्स लाइक एहसास हुआ फिर भी फंसा
Yeah.
व्हाई इज दिस हैपनिंग टू अस
Okay, good question. Ehsas hua fir bhi fasa because reason one, your love for the divine is not as strong as your attachment to the world. See, Rekha, there is a tug of war. Something is pulling this side, something is pulling this side.
Yeah.
If something pulling this side is pulling away, what does it mean? Which
means
side is stronger? This side
The
is
one-
pulling you away. This side is stronger or this side is stronger?
which is pulling me away.
It's pulling, and then you know the reason why you are not able to do it. You're losing because okay, let me tell you one story quickly. In 2012, I went on a quest. My seriousness was not there. I did not achieve enlightenment for the first 1 year because I was not serious about it. In 2013, I gave up everything. I gave up means I'm saying I still was living my life. But 2013, I became very serious about my talash. I achieved it. So you don't try to say inky, pinky, ponky, father had a donkey, one day cards, one day party, one day movie, one day Zoom. No, then so if your attention gets, in fact, we have a very good focus, very good subject tomorrow. I think it's tomorrow. Very, very good subject. How does the archer hit his target? I just approved the talk for tomorrow. How does the archer, he takes the bow and arrow, how does he hit the target? It's easy. Is it easy for the archer to hit the target? So Rekha, we should have a lot of passion. Let me tell you one thing. Nothing in this world is achieved unless you are passionate about it.
Yes.
If you are casual about it, if you have no, theek hai na. So I had a friend. I had two friends. One friend who became the school cricket captain. And one friend who was in the cricket team also, football team also, hockey team also, basketball team also. So what did he become?
Nothing, I think.
Why he became nothing?
Because he was not focused on one.
Because one day in the morning he goes cricket practice, in the afternoon he goes football practice, in the evening he goes hockey practice, later in the evening he goes basketball practice. The school cricket captain for morning, afternoon, evening, night, he was only playing cricket, only playing cricket, only playing cricket, only playing cricket. He became a cricket school captain. I'm telling a real story. This is not this is a real story. So a person, and I'm giving you my story. In 2013, when I set aside everything, I must have bought thousands of books, Vedas, Upanishads. I must have bought every damn book possible. All the religions, all the speakers, all the swamis, every damn book possible in the world I bought. Hundreds, maybe thousands of books I bought. Because I wanted the truth. And I got the truth. I realized the truth. So we must be very committed. We must be very committed to the journey. If you want enlightenment, if you don't want enlightenment, if you have time pass, acha hai na, AiR aapka bolna acha, you are a good joker. You talk like a joker. It's nice to hear you. Time pass.
Not at all.
No, if you really want enlightenment, if you really want liberation, if you really want to become one with SIP, you want to become the divine,
Yes.
Then you need to have commitment. You need to have commitment.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Thank
Bliss
you.
and Rohit. Bliss,
Hi, Shivam dear.
Shivam,
Shivam,
Bliss.
everyone. I have right.
Administrator, please read the question.
Enlightenment arrived only on death or before it can happen. You
Get
say
this.
you reach enlightenment. How are you doing? What have give you the flash?
Get this in your head that you cannot get enlightenment after you are dead. Cannot get enlightenment after you are dead. So enlightenment is realization of the truth. Ting tong, you realize. For example, Samatma realized 100 rupees, no 4 kilo tomatoes, 8 kilo tomatoes, realized. Then again she realized 100 rupees, not 8 kilo tomatoes, 16 kilo tomatoes. Another realization. So when there is realization after realization after realization after realization after realization, ting tong, enlightenment. Enlightenment is not some magic show. Enlightenment is putting see, a lot of swamis and a lot of leaders confuse you. What they tell you? Oh, enlightenment. Enlightenment, nobody can. Enlightenment. Now, nobody. What is the problem in enlightenment? Enlightenment is to switch on the light. Keep on having realization. Number one, I'm not the body. I'm not the mind. I'm not the ego. I am the divine soul. Nothing is mine. Body will die. I will become one with SIP, karma. There are so many realizations. When you put all the realization together in the puzzle, you are enlightened. And then after enlightened, you must attain God. That happens only when you die. As long as you're alive, you are still in the body. When you die and you're enlightened, the soul will go and become one with SIP. The me, the mind and ego doesn't exist. You don't have to come back to earth in rebirth. That is liberation. That is salvation. That is nirvana or moksha. So if there's any more question, you please ask Rohit. Bliss, if any more question, please type Bliss. Rohit.
Shivam AiR.
Shivam, sir.
I want to know about the enlightenment story of yours. When, where, how, and what sadhana you are doing when you got enlightened.
See, let me tell you. Enlightenment is that moment of complete realization of the truth. For example, tomorrow, if you come to know, I am not Rohit. Not know. Enlightenment is not knowing. It is doing. Knowledge and realization is knowing. Enlightenment or complete realization is doing. So what did I do? On 31st of August 2014, I got the realization. I am not Ravi. I was Ravi up till 31st August 2014. I gave up everything. Next morning, 1st September 2014, I closed my office. I resigned. I closed the door. I walked out. So I can't tell the whole story to you now, but you can ask me questions, Rohit, what you want to know. On 1st September 2014, I stopped signing checks. I completely turned my focus to the work of God to become a divine instrument. And I realized I am not this body. I am not the mind. I am not the ego. I am the Atma. I am the Atma in Ravi, AiR.
Which location you got enlightenment? You were where were you?
See, that hardly matters.
Yeah.
I got the flash when I was in a plane from Paris to Bangalore, AF192. It is called Air France AF192. I was flying from Paris to Bangalore on the 31st of August. That night, I got the flash in the plane. Because I was alone. I was alone sitting and working on my enlightenment thoughts for 8 hours. At the end of the flight, when the flight was about to land, I got the flash. For 8 hours, I was going on reflecting, not eating anything. I was just having tea, coffee for 8 hours, and then I got the flash. Okay, so Rohit, if you have any question, you can still ask me. You're free to ask me. Gautam.
शिवम है।
Sure, brother.
थोड़ा कंफ्यूज हो रहा है कि after translating our karma, so is there any chance to doing any bad karma again?
After translating.
Yeah.
नहीं मतलब after transcending you mean.
Yeah, after transcending karma, is there
नहीं, what
any
do you
chance?
mean? नहीं, what do you mean? समझाओ मुझे आपका मतलब, आप हिंदी में बोलो, क्या मतलब क्या है आपका? ट्रांसेंडिंग कर्मा का मतलब क्या है?
Transcending karma मतलब we are not the door of the action. We are not.
अच्छा, तो अभी आपको मालूम पड़ गया मैं गौतम नहीं हूं, मेरा कोई कर्म नहीं है, ठीक है? तो अभी आप आत्मा है, यू आर द आत्मा इन गौतम। अगर आप आत्मा बन के जिएंगे, अगर आप प्रभु का एक यंत्र बन के जिएंगे, यू आर इंस्ट्रूमेंट ऑफ द डिवाइन, देन देयर इज नो कर्मा। Suppose tomorrow one man comes and tells you, गौतम मेरा बड़ा पेंट का शॉप है, मैं बंद कर रहा हूं, तुम्हारे को फ्री में दूंगा, लेगा? Then you tell, हाँ ठीक है बॉस, दे दो, मैं प्रभु के नाम पे लेता हूं। प्रभु के नाम पे क्या लेगा? तो प्रभु को पेंट का शॉप नहीं चाहिए। Lot of people thinking that they can do business in the name of God. You cannot do business in the name of God.
लेकिन is because mind will not die because there mind तो आता है ना, तो कैसे कर्म नहीं होता है bad karma?
अरे गौतम, इट्स वेरी सिंपल। जिसको रियलाइजेशन होता है, जिसको एनलाइटनमेंट होता है, वो सोचता है मैं साला ये बकवास बिजनेस क्यों करूं, क्या मिलेगा मुझे? ओनली उल्लू के पट्टे मतलब फूलिश पीपल कंटिन्यू इन द संसारिक वर्ल्ड। द पीपल हु आर एनलाइटेंड दे गिव अप। द पीपल हु आर एनलाइटेंड बिकम योगीज। द रियल एनलाइटेंड पीपल दे से व्हाट इज द यूज? So many people come and tell me, come and do business, we'll give you money, you do this project, please, we want a commercial project. I say, go get lost. I say, go to hell. I'm not interested. Why I say, go to hell? Why I'm not interested? What is the use? What is the use? This is enlightenment. Enlightenment is the realization of the truth, and you shut the door. You shut the door. You don't want more. What is enlightenment? You shut the door. You don't want more. Because you know. What will you do? You only want to cross the shore. You only want to cross the shore. You shut the door. You don't want more. This is enlightenment. Not you say, on you one hand you say I'm enlightened, and then you say paisa do, paisa do, paisa do, paisa do. You see, so many people in this world, they call themselves spiritual people. They are collecting money. You don't have to think twice whether they're enlightened or not. What will they do with money? Okay. Ru Tanu. Ru Tanu. Ru Tanu. Shivoham. Bolo Ru Tanu.
Guruji, actually what I was thinking was that when we have physical pain, our full attention, full focus goes into that pain. Then we forget everything. We forget divine love. We forget any materialistic thing, any attachment, everything is gone. So for the enlightened person is also the same. The focus area becomes that pain.
The enlightened person does not suffer the physical pain. The enlightened person,
it will be there.
The enlightened person experiences the pain, does not suffer the pain. Please listen carefully. The enlightened person experiences physical pain, but is free from the suffering of this pain.
Yes, Guruji.
There's a lot of difference. The enlightened one knows the body is paining. I am okay. The body is paining. I am okay. In the modern world, an enlightened person should take a painkiller and be done with it. The thought of the pain is gone. Or the enlightened one is so much lost in bhakti and so much lost in dhyana, it does not feel the pain. You lose. You know, you must study how pain works. Pain works when the pain transmits from the area of pain to the pain station in the brain. Then the pain station in the brain sends back the pain signal. That's the way pain works. An enlightened person is able to shut off the pain station in the brain.
And one more thing I wanted to ask Guruji.
Yes.
In one of the talks, you said that we don't know where mind is. Mind is just a bundle of thoughts.
Correct.
So when we think so much, our head starts spinning. So that means the bundle of thoughts come in the brain.
No, that's not like that. See, it's just like saying that when you are loving somebody, you get kuchu 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 in your heart. So does the love come from the heart? When you love somebody, you get kuchu 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 in the heart. So does the love come from the heart?
No.
You know what happens? When there's the emotion of love in the body, it increases your blood pressure, your flow of blood to the heart. That's why you feel the emotion in the heart. So also, the pain in the head is because the brain is the hardware. The brain is the hardware, and those thoughts are the thoughts are aggressively sending messages through the neurons. And those neurons are passing messages from the spinal cord to the brain. And this whole activity can cause this pain. But it's not that the brain is responsible for thoughts. No. The brain and the brain is not responsible for thoughts.
So we don't know where the bundle of thoughts are.
No, it's everywhere. You can get a thought from your toe also. Suppose your toe touches a thorn. The thought comes from the toe. Suppose your eye sees a beautiful crystal. You're walking and your eye sees a crystal. You get a thought from the eye. Your ear hears some music. The thought comes from the ear. Your tongue tastes some chili. Your thought comes from the tongue. So thought can come from anywhere. Okay, Atmatray.
Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you.
Shivam,
Sir.
Shivam, I'm continuing Gautam's question.
Yes.
Enlightened person has to work the basic needs like food, clothes. Then
Yes.
how can he shut the store?
He should not shut the store. I said you should not open another store.
Yes.
So see, Atmatray, there's a lot of difference between fulfilling your need and giving into your greed.
Okay.
No enlightened person will tell you that you should stop your basic duties to fulfill your need. To fulfill need, you can do your basic few hours. According to me, just a few hours is enough to fulfill your need. But your entire consciousness must be towards the divine. If your entire consciousness is towards samsara, you cannot attain enlightenment. You cannot attain the divine.
Correct.
Right. Atmatray, let me ask you a question, Atmatray. Finally, today, you have got enough money for the next 1 month to feed yourself or not?
Yes.
So tomorrow, if you die, that money is waste. No, you got too much money. No.
Right. Sir.
This is how the enlightened person thinks. The enlightened person thinks, I have enough. I have enough. I have enough. The worldly person thinks, I don't have. I don't have. I don't have. I don't have.
I want more.
The enlightened person says, whatever I need, the Lord will give me. The worldly person says, what if God doesn't give me? I will have to beg. This is the thought of a worldly person.
Correct.
The enlightened person says, Prabhu hai, Prabhu sabhalega. Arpan, they do arpanam.
Okay.
They do arpan. Dr. Saroj, thank you. Dr. Saroj.
Thank you.
गुड इवनिंग सर.
Good evening, Saroj.
ये सर मुझे मेरे कुछ क्वेश्चंस का जवाब मिल गया लास्ट जो मिस्टर आत्मरात इन्होंने पूछा कि जो एनलाइटेंड पर्सन होगा वो अपनी लाइफ में गोल कैसे सेट करेगा, उसका पीछे क्या कॉन्टेक्स्ट रहेगा एंड उसका परसेप्शन क्या रहेगा किसी भी चीज को लेकर, लाइक करियर के गोल
कंटिन्यू प्लीज.
जैसे करियर के गोल सेट करने हैं या फिर जैसे आप अपनी बेसिक नीड्स को पूरा करने के लिए कुछ तो करोगे, कुछ तो प्रोफेशन आप चूज करोगे जो भी आपने पढ़ा है या उससे रिलेटेड करोगे, कोई बिजनेस करेगा, कोई क्या करेगा, लेकिन हाँ उसके पीछे थॉट ये रहेगा कि दिस इज इनफ फॉर मी, व्हाटएवर आई एम डूइंग दिस इज गोइंग टू फुलफिल माय बेसिक नीड्स. सो दे एंड मुझे जहां तक समझ में आया कि एनलाइटेंड पर्सन जो है वो ग्रीड के पीछे नहीं भागेगा, ओनली बेसिक नीड्स के पीछे जाएगा एंड डिवाइन को फॉलो करेगा.
Absolutely correct. See, let me explain to you. The enlightened person is completely focused on God's work. The enlightened person becomes a divine instrument. उनको चाहिए, खाना चाहिए, कपड़ा चाहिए, घर चाहिए. Enlightened person cannot say मैं फुटपाथ पे सो जाऊंगा. Is this, I don't teach you nonsense like that. The enlightened person does not say, I don't need clothes, I will sleep without clothes. I don't need house, I will sleep without house. I don't need food, I will sleep without food on the footpath. Is this the right way of enlightenment? This is not the right way of enlightenment. Enlightenment is using your intelligence and trying to live a life which is in life of yoga. Whatever you're doing, you try to be united with the divine. You don't get caught in greed. You cut the flow of your thoughts. You reduce your negative thoughts. You be positive. You pray. You be dhyana yoga, jnana yoga, bhakti yoga, karma yoga, prema yoga. You are in the state of yoga. Whatever you are doing, you're doing it as an instrument of the divine. If that is your attitude, then you can be enlightened. You can be united with God. But suppose you say, somebody came and told me, yeah, I am enlightened and I'm doing like that. I said, what you're doing tomorrow? He said, I'm opening a new factory. I said, why you're opening new? I asked, why you're opening new factory? Now I'm earning more money for God. Then I met him after 1 year. I told him, what you're doing? He's saying, now I'm opening I'm building 2 real estate buildings. I asked him, why you're doing? He said, I'm building 2 buildings for God. Is it any necessary to build 2 buildings for God? Is it necessary to open a factory for God?
No.
By doing all these things, our time, our attention, our life is going away from God.
Yes, sir. Sir, मैं अभी जैसे मेरा thought है कि मैंने physiotherapy किया है. I have learned all the things and I got the knowledge of human science, human body, anatomy, physiology and all. I practiced in hospital also. But sir, 2006 से ही मेरा continuous thought ये था कि मैंने पढ़ाई job के लिए नहीं की है. मेरा असर यही थॉट था, मैंने पहले भी यही आपसे शेयर किया था एंड इवन आज 2022 है, अभी भी मेरा स्टेट ऑफ माइंड यही रहता है कि मैं नॉलेज गैदर करूं एंड उसको अपनी लाइफ में इंप्लीमेंट करके अपनी फैमिली मेंबर्स को सर्व कर सकती हूँ या मैं अपने आप को अपडेट कर सकती हूँ. बट मेरा सर वो नहीं जाता है कि मैं इस प्रोफेशन से कुछ अर्न करूं मतलब. और अभी कंटिन्यूस 2 थॉट जाते हैं सर कि मैं
One minute.
Yes.
With all due respects to what you are saying, I understand. You have got one clear, आपका एक clear लक्ष्य है, एक मकसद है. Please reach that. आपका मकसद है realization of the truth, liberation from Saroj, liberation from the body, mind, ego, experiencing I am the divine soul. अगर आप ये करेगी, आपका लाइफ ट्रांसफॉर्म हो जाएगा. The caterpillar will become a butterfly. You are on the right path, but you need to get that anubhuti. You need to get that experience of realization. Please work towards that.
सर मुझे नहीं आता है वर्क करना, कैसे करें इसके लिए वर्क? जैसे सर मुझे जैसे आपने से मुझे एनलाइटमेंट का और इसका कहा, तो मुझे सर एक कंटिन्यूअस थॉट जब भी मैं योग और ये प्रैक्टिस करती हूँ या पूजा प्रेयर करती हूँ, तो सर मेरा जो ध्यान है मेरा म्यूजिक की तरफ जाता है कि मुझे म्यूजिक सिर्फ सीखना है. आई डोंट नो, मतलब मेरा थॉट मैं आपसे शेयर कर रही हूँ कि मुझे.
Yes sir. Saroj, that's fine, but who are you? Who are you in reality?
So before that I was like I'm a Saroj and I'm body, but you said no, you are Atma in Saroj.
Yeah, you are not Saroj. Saroj name they gave you after you were born in the world and came into this world. जब आप पैदा हुई आप छोटी बेबी थी, आपका कोई नाम ना था.
In fact, yes.
So please try to understand. You're a doctor. Please go back 9 months before when the zygote was created, when the first cell was created. You were alive in the first cell of zygote. You agree you were alive or you were not alive?
Yes, alive.
The body came later.
Yes.
What were you in the first cell of existence?
Only cells, composition of some cells only.
One cell, not cells. Only one zygote, one cell of, when the sperm and the ovum was fertilized, you were one cell called the zygote. Am I right?
Right.
What is that zygote? That zygote is the Atma. Without the Atma, the zygote would not have been born. Without the Atma, the fertilization would not take place. आप इस पे ध्यान दो. Saroj, I'm telling you one more quick thing because I'm giving you 2 points for everybody's sake, but I'm talking to Saroj for everybody can listen. Saroj, 1 point I'm asking you to contemplate the moment of fertilization was your birth, okay?
Yeah.
One day will you die?
Yeah.
No, you will not die.
Body will die.
Saroj will die.
Yeah.
You will not die. What will people say? What will people say? Where is Saroj?
Saroj died.
No, they'll say Saroj passed away.
Saroj passed away, yeah.
But Saroj is lying on the bed. She is dead on the bed.
Hmm.
Who is this person dead on the bed?
The name was given only Saroj, the body.
Correct, na? So Saroj bhi mar gayi, body bhi mar gayi. So कौन गुजर गया?
मेरी सर जो अंडरस्टैंडिंग है कि आत्मा जैसे अमर है, आत्मा बॉडी से निकल कर चली गई तो बाकी का
hold on. Today you listen to me. So the one who leaves the body is the Atma. You are that Atma that leaves the body. You are the Atma that came in the zygote. If you understand these 2 points, you will be enlightened. You will be completely transformed. You just pay attention to the 2 points I have told you. I don't want anything else. What are the 2 points you're going to pay attention to?
First of all, I'm Atma.
What are the 2 points? I gave you 2 points, 2 moments. Which are the 2 moments you will contemplate on?
Conception, the time of fertilization, and the time of death.
बस आप इस पे ध्यान दो, फिर कल मुझसे फिर बात करना. I'm giving you homework. I'm giving you some homework. इन दोनों बातों पे please ध्यान देना. I'm requesting you to contemplate on these 2 points.
I will focus.
You know something?
Yeah.
You know something? If you contemplate on these 2 points, even in 1 hour you can be enlightened. In 1 hour you can be enlightened.
Okay.
Even though I tell people to contemplate for 100 times, they don't contemplate. They will still be eating chole bhature because chole bhature is more tasty than death and birth.
No, छोले भटूरे नहीं आता है सर. मुझे मेरे आता है कि मैं अगर ऐसे सोचने लग जाऊं मेरे बच्चों का क्या होगा. मुझे मेरे बच्चे बहुत.
सुनो मेरी बात.
Yes,
आपने बच्चे को पैदा किया क्या? किसने ये झूठ बोला आपको? किसने? नहीं. I am asking you the question. ये झूठ आपको किसने कहा?
जो सुनते आए जो सुना है.
आपने किडनी बनाया, आपने हार्ट बनाया, आपने ब्रेन बनाया, आपने ब्लड बोन स्किन कहाँ से बनाया आपने? आप बोल रहे आपने पैदा किया. बताओ मुझे कहाँ से बनाया?
Ovum and sperm get fertilized and I conceive.
अरे आपने क्या किया Saroj? What did you do for that?
My contribution is
nothing. Sorry. Nothing. You were only the recipient of a sperm that fertilized inside you, and you were conceived. Nothing you did.
Okay.
Please be blunt about the reality. The children came through you, not from you. Your children came through you, not from you. You did not give life. अगर मैं challenge करता हूँ आपका एक बच्चा पैदा करो, आप कर सकते हैं आप? As a doctor, tell me, can you guarantee birth for a child? Can you guarantee?
No.
Please contemplate, Saroj. You are very close to it. Please contemplate. Swati and Rutanu. And don't stop asking questions. You can ask me 100 questions. I'm here to answer questions. Okay, so don't think. You can ask me any question. Swati and Rutanu.
Yes.
Yes, bolo Saroj.
Sometimes I feel I'm foolish, like what I am asking these
the
type
people,
of questions.
The people who don't ask questions are foolish. The people who ask questions want to learn. They cannot be foolish.
Yes, sir. I want to learn. I want to get that enlightenment. What you have experience. I want to experience that.
I am a learner. I am learning and teaching. I am a student of the divine. I learn every day from you all, and I teach you all. But I am just a learner.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Yeah.
Swati.
Hi. Actually, my thing is a little bit like it's actually like related to what you spoke. Like you told 1, 2, 3, 4 things that will make you go away from the path. But if an individual is so ignorant and he's also ignorant of the fact that he's ignorant, how to bring him to this path?
Cannot bring.
But then you can't even leave your friends like that, no?
Yeah, then you chase your friends and you lose your enlightenment. There are many people who are chasing their friends to make their friends enlightenment. They lose their enlightenment. So you want to be one of them, you can be. See, let me tell you one thing. Every individual karma is required to be, if the karma is not there, I want to make my father enlightened. Can I make my own father enlightened? I want to make my mother enlightened. If I tell my mother, Mama, you know, there is God in all this Atma, she'll tell, of course I know it. Of course, sab mein Atma hai. Of course. That's, the story ends there. I can't talk further with her. My own mother, she's 83 years old. I cannot do anything. I love my mother. I love my father. I want them to be enlightened. I have failed. But that does not mean that I will stop my effort to helping others be enlightened. Swati, Apo Dipo Bhava. Apo Dipo Bhava means light your own lamp. Many people are more bothered about lighting other people's lamps. They switch off their own lamp. Don't make this biggest mistake. Don't try to put light in somebody else's life so that, and in the bargain, you lose your own light. Everybody has got their own karma.
An analogy, like in flight, they first say that tie your seat belt and then think about others.
Very good, very good. आपका फ्लाइट जब कहाँ आपका शैतान कहाँ जाता है? देखो आपका शैतान mind, हाँ? Seat belt, please switch on. Some people are so busy tying other people's seat belt that they die in the car accident because they forgot to put their own seat belt. Yes. First you put your own seat belt. Okay, you want to ask question or only seat belt you are telling?
Your mask and then the other question.
Okay, you want a question or only you're giving analogy? You want to ask a question?
No, question I wanted to ask.
Ask.
Guruji, no question, request I wanted that can you sing Dhalta Suraj Dheere Dheere Dhal Jayega?
Why you want me to sing?
I don't know. Today I want to listen this bhajan if I can request.
हुए नामवर बेनिशान कैसे कैसे जमी खा गई आसमां कैसे कैसे आज जवानी पर इतराने वाले कल पछताएगा आज जवानी पर इतराने वाले कल पछताएगा चढ़ता सूरज धीरे धीरे ढलता है ढल जाएगा चढ़ता सूरज धीरे धीरे ढलता है ढल जाएगा ढल जाएगा ढल जाएगा तू यहाँ मुसाफिर है ये सराय पानी है 4 रोज की महिमा तेरी जिंदगानी है जन जमीन जर जेवर कुछ न साथ जाएगा खाली हाथ आया है खाली हाथ जाएगा जानकर भी अनजाना बन रहा है दीवाने अपने उम्र फानी पर तन रहा है दीवाने इस कदर तू खोया है इस जहां के मेले में क्यों प्रभु को भूला है फंस के इस जमेले में आज तक ये देखा है पाने वाला खोता है जिंदगी जो ना समझा जिंदगी पे रोता है अपने अपने फिक्रों में जो भी है वो उलझा है जिंदगी हकीकत में क्या है कौन समझा है आज समझ ले कल ये मौका हाथ न तेरे आएगा ओ गफलत के नींद में सोने वाले धोखा खाएगा चढ़ता सूरज धीरे धीरे ढलता है ढल जाएगा Hey, you can't, sometimes I don't know the words. You just ask me to sing. I can't sing like that. I have written 1350 bhajans. Huh? Suddenly you ask me to sing. मौत ने जमाने को ये समा दिखा डाला कैसे कैसे रुस्तम को खाक में मिला डाला याद रख सिकंदर के हौसले तो आली थे जब गया था दुनिया से दोनों हाथ खाली थे अब ना वो हलाकू है और ना उसके साथी है जंग जो पोरस है ना उसके हाथी है आज तक कुछ जो चलते थे तंग हमने जो ये देखा है तन के साथ जो चलते हैं आप शम्मा तक नहीं जलती आज उनकी कब्र पर अपने अपने फिक्रों में जो भी है वो. So this bhajan, this is a kavali which is not 4 antras. Huh?
Oh.
मुट्ठी बांध के आने वाले, the last line I'm telling you, मुट्ठी बांध के आने वाले हाथ फंसाए जाएगा, धन दौलत जागीर से तूने क्या पाया क्या पाएगा, चढ़ता सूरज धीरे धीरे. See this, you know what this kavali says, those of you who are listening to this kavali tells us we don't have time. चढ़ता सूरज धीरे धीरे ढलता है ढल जाएगा. Don't think you'll do tomorrow. Don't think you'll do next week. Don't think you'll do next year. One lady told me, just give me 1 year. I want to do bacha. I want to make one bacha paida karke, then I will. And bacha paida karke, then you will get enlightened. This is the biggest joke of my life I have heard. No. You need to realize the truth today. You need to be liberated today. You need to be enlightened today. You need to attain God today. Vivek, jaldi bolo. Kya bolna hai, Vivek?
शिवम है जी.
शिवम, शिवम.
जी मैं भी कल से चाह रहा था ये भजन सुनूं आपसे, पर कल लास्ट मिनट तक भी कॉल ऐसी चली कि आप जवाब दे रहे थे तो मैं कह नहीं पाया. इसकी रिकॉर्डिंग मिल जाएगी?
क्या रिकॉर्डिंग है? AiR will give the link to you. See who's it, please.
Thank you.
Run. So recording you then. Anybody?
It's already shared, AiR.
Already
The
shared.
link is shared. The link is
See
shared.
anything? Okay. I thought somebody came to the hotel to knock the door because we were singing so loudly, but actually they brought some gifts. They brought some strawberries for us. Okay. So with that note, my dear friends, time is coming to an end. Vivek, और कुछ बोलना है आपने? Hand it up. So, my dear friends, it is very important that we all learn to move on this path of enlightenment and don't worry about others. Swati, don't try to make others get enlightened. First, the rule of enlightenment is first you get enlightened, you get liberated, then you help others. Don't try to help others get enlightened unless you are enlightened. Don't do it, because you will lose your own direction and your destination. Today is Friday. Tomorrow I'm in the Helsinki airport, but I hope I will be able to be on the line, and I will join you tomorrow at 8 for Ask AiR. With folded hands, I bow down.